Hey, this is Chris Grenier, and I received some fantastic questions about the Villa Lane condo that we just released in Apopka, which is on a beautiful private golf course. It is 10 minutes from the highway. It's in a great location. It makes a fantastic rental property. So, one of our investors located overseas came back with a couple of questions. And the first one was, does the property require any work? And yes, it does. It is considered what's called a wholesale deal, meaning you're buying it directly from the asset management company or the banks themselves. So you will be responsible for the actual repair or rehab, as we call it, that goes into the property. But fortunately, our contractors have already gone in there, scaled out the work, and really kind of narrowed it down to exactly what needs to be done to achieve top dollar from a rental point of view. And that comes to about $5,500 or so in total for this property specifically. Because it is a nice villa in a great community, it's very simple cosmetic work that needs to be completed. Just your basic paint, carpet, appliance package, fixture updating, and kind of just general overall cleanliness of the property. And that's going to really make it spark to achieve top dollar from a rental point of view. The next question is, will our company take care of the management of the property after the sale? And the short answer is no, but fortunately we do work with a fantastic property management company named Rentals Orlando, who handles everything from A to Z in taking care of sourcing the tenant to qualifying the tenant, obviously collecting rent, depositing the rent into your US bank account that we can help set up for you, dealing with all tenant inquiries as well as your inquiries regarding the property, assisting you with taxes at the end of the year when that time comes around. But another important thing regarding the management side of things, going back to the repair work necessary on the property, we will certainly project management it for you in terms of making sure that all the work is completed in a timely fashion. Everything obviously stays within budget, even though it's already quoted out appropriately from the contractors, and essentially making sure that there is a tenant in place as quickly as possible, because the sooner that happens, the sooner your cash flow begins, and the sooner you'll buy your next property. Procedure for making an offer is the question following the management one. And with these wholesale deals, it's not your traditional real estate transaction where, let's say, you see it available for $80,000 and you say you're going to make an offer for $70,000. These wholesale transactions are bank direct and asset management company direct prices, meaning you're getting them at the rock bottom prices. But another thing is, there is so much competition out there today, and there is such few inventory and supply on the market that they are certainly not motivated to reduce the price. But another reason is they're not going to reduce the price because any further price reductions on the home itself, it's going to literally cost them more money outside of what they're already losing from the bank foreclosure. This house was previously sold for $145,000. So there is already about a $60,000 to $80,000 shortfall that they're walking away from. So they're already taking a hit, and they definitely want to try to make up as much of the loss as they possibly can, which provides a great opportunity for you. The property is currently vacant. The question was, is the property vacant, and is viewing of it possible? So yes, you are more than welcome to view the property. Either myself or one of our acquisition managers will take you to the home, show it to you, give you the full tour of the community and all that good stuff, so you see exactly what it is all about. However, if you're not present, if you are located overseas, what I would recommend is to schedule either a Skype call or a FaceTime call, and we'd be more than happy to do a video walkthrough of the property for you. So you really get a good feel for it and a good understanding of just how nice this villa is, as well as the community itself. The next question is the rental for such a property short-term or long-term? And this is one of those rare circumstances where this property is actually zoned for short and long-term rental. So if you were to put a long-term tenant in place, which I personally recommend, you're going to achieve about $1,000 a month in rental income. And you're definitely going to get a little bit more of an affluent tenant in place there because it is a nice area. It is a private golf course community. So the typical demographic of a tenant that you're going to reach there, not that this is a for certainty, but typically with that area, you are going to get a little bit of an older tenant, hopefully somebody that is retired, that's going to be living there for years and years and years, paying rent very consistently, and that's the best case scenario. If you were to decide to go short term, you would be responsible for furnishing the property, the utility costs of the property itself, including the internet and TV and all of that, which is going to greatly increase your monthly expenses on the home, but it's also going to increase your rental income. However, it is significantly easier to find one good tenant for 52 weeks out of the year rather than 52 different tenants for 1 week out of the year each. And finally, what are the communal charges / HOA, homeowners association, on that property itself? Now, with this one, it is technically a condo or a villa, if you will, and the fee is $238 a month, but that includes your exterior property maintenance, your roof of the building itself, community ground upkeep, as well as all of the amenities involved, including the tennis courts, the swimming pools, the private entrance, as well as obviously those little things in between that you really don't necessarily take a cost for, but when it's bundled up, it definitely makes you saving the time writing multiple checks each month. So you don't have to pay for your pool service or your landscaping fees or your additional insurance on the property because the roof out, like I mentioned, is already taken care of. So when it comes down to it, for condos, the HOA is definitely a little bit higher than what it would be for a single family home, but that also allows you to achieve a little bit more of a premium rent because you are able to offer the additional amenities that come along with it, such as the tennis court and the swimming pool, and obviously being located on the beautiful Arrow Golf Course. So this does make a tremendous cash flow investment property. When it comes down to it, you're going to have a great long-term tenant in place, collecting rental income pretty much from day one, right after the renovations are completed. And so for the price itself, this is an absolute home run for any investor looking to get into this market or add to their portfolio.